Defense ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. Play action, Iamaleava. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. They give to the right with Watson. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. He might want another play. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Snags it and he's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got him in the backfield, and that will be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like you get so excited, you force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. DB's right up on the receivers. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Oh, man, the coach might want to think about putting this defender on offense. He almost dragged his toe in bounds. That was almost an interception. Nice job.
On the move. Still on his feet at the 35. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. To throw, Manning. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The Longhorns will go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He caught it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Manning to the air again. Takes the easy completion. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Iamaleava on the play action. Oh, they're after him. He sacked this defense all over him.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You see the offense tried to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Lockett. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Manning on play action. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll send the back in motion. The run inside. It's Simon. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking left. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. On the move to his left. He'll try to do it himself. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. A give to the right with Watson. Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back at the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Manning. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Might be changing the route. Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Arch is going to throw for it. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the...
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football.
He's loose on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A give, running right, it's Peoples. On the move at the 30. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Iamaleava. Under fire. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's Pitt looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And you gotta love this defensive performance.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Motion from the wideout. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Texas, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Nice pickup on. Term, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Escapes the pressure going right. It's caught. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Here's Arch to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Going deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Play fake, Iamaleava. Now rolling to the left. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here's the pressure. Got his man all by himself. Oh, what a cut. Off to the races to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football. What a match
matchup nightmare too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, Manning. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Manning. Looking for a huge play. And he's thrown another interception. Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Out to the 25-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Starting to feel a little pressure. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. Laterals it back. Bringing the heat. Quick strike complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Back to pass on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return. And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Running inside, it's Edwards. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Bowman. Lots of running room. He is in! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll start this drive firing.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Makes the catch around the 50. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Calls his own number. Breaks the tackle. Got a first down. Turns it on down the left side. The 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the Moorhead trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They'll go right back to him. The defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws into the middle of the field. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Penn State! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Well, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown USC.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Edwards. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you...
Maybe a crease. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Got his man to the left, and he'll be smacked to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, The defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The run inside. It's Edwards. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's throwing way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
The kick is on its way. Corrals it at the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Edwards. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pocket breaking down. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Trojans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Snap in the shotgun. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Great mental toughness by the defense there. They had the penalty, and all of a sudden the offense is literally on the goal line. You're thinking this is going to be a walk-in touchdown, but the defense steps up, and they stuff the 2-point attempt.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Moving past the 25. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. You know you're in trouble. Not only is this dude over 200 yards from scrimmage, but you are relentlessly hearing that song playing from the Trojan crowd.
Yeah, and everybody in this town gets excited about this team. USC is the team, and when you get to see the fireworks and the stars, the playmakers come out, they get jacked up.
Creates a little, maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And how about the big play by the backup running back? Man, hey, listen, I don't get the ball much. I don't get to prove myself much. You know how you get more carries? You prove it when you do get it. And that is a big-time play. First touch, shows off the speed. He shows, hey, I can be this guy too. I need some more touches.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just couldn't finish the play. Just look it in.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
On the move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, there's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously, Trey...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On the direct snap, it's Edwards. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It's 3rd and 5. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Taking it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out of space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover 2 look, doing a great job with his eyes. And he also shows you off the ball skills, making that pick.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The run inside. It's Smith. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Throws it back. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
The Trojans use their 1st timeout. Now the Brain Trust will go to work on both sidelines. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to